Good morning. We are in Jacksonville. That's where we saw the golf. And Oberg almost won. I can't think of who actually won it. There was one guy kind of snuck in. He was out of it. Then he snuck in at the last. Anyway, now we're heading down to West Palm Beach. And along the way, there's a lot along the shoreline here that brings back memories, good old fond memories, some of flying and some of not of flying. But anyway, we're going to head down the coast and I'll point things out along the way. And we're in the Cessna Longitude Citation, Cessnitude Citation Longitude. Yeah, here it is. Get a picture of it here. Get on the sunny side. How about the sunny side there? And we'll go ahead and take the brakes off. Go to full power. We got it in a low altitude instrument flight plan. But it's a beautiful day. I might click in some clouds just to make it interesting. Then we'll get here on the tail and we'll rotate. There we go. Gear up, flaps up, kind of a short runway. Autopilot on. Let's see if the autopilot came on. Autopilot did not come on.
Bravo Charlie, contact departure on
There's autopilot.
123.775.
And we can look
Good
here.
day.
And we can talk to her. And I have a woman for a co-pilot.
123.775 Cessna 7 Bravo
And
Charlie.
auto throttle is
Goodbye.
calling for the auto throttle. And that's right there. There we go. To departure.
Departure Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie is passing 2,300 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Okay.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, departure altimeter 29.902 radar contact. Continue to Sebag.
Okay. I call it
Cessna 7 Bravo
Seabag.
Charlie, climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
So they want us to go to 15,000? I guess that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. We'll go to 15,000. And we better acknowledge.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet, Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
And we'll do that. And we go over, just simply go over here. Run this up to 15. We'll get a little higher speed in the thinner air. And we'll go this, and we'll go at 3,000 feet a minute. There we go. And I can hear the auto throttle working. And don't have much to see here. I was thinking back in the 60s when I was running around in the Comanche. I had a student that got a Comanche. He had a partner who had all the ratings, so he didn't. He went. I think they went halves. Actually, my student owned part of the flight school and the Piper is a Piper dealer. So anyway,
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, contact Jacksonville Center on 126.75. Good day. Going to 126.75 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie. Jacksonville Center Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie is at 8,800 feet, climbing 15,000 feet.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.902 radar contact. Continue to Sebag.
Seabag. S-E-B-A-G. I guess it would be S-E-A. I still have my Seabag. And
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, contact Jacksonville Center on 134.0. Good day.
134.0 4.0 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye. Jacksonville Center Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie is at 11,000 feet climbing 15,000 feet.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.9er 2 radar contact. Continue to Sabag.
All right, we won't challenge that again. Anyway, my student was in the moving business, and that's when they had a convention in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So we flew the Comanche. That was a '66 Comanche B, Piper Comanche, and that was a great airplane.
Climb and maintain flight level 210.
Okay. I think that can just stay there. I think that's all. I think we're still climbing. 3,000 feet a minute.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, I did.
Climb and maintain flight level 210 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Now we're looking at Orlando.
Airbus 1 Kilo Alpha contact Jacksonville Center on
We're
126.75.
right along in here.
Good day.
And anyway, when we came back to Miami, we dropped off the 4-man raft.
126.75 Airbus 1 Kilo Alpha. Goodbye.
And he had an appointment with somebody, and I think it was Orlando. Yesterday, when I was looking at this, I was thinking, was it Jacksonville or Orlando? And I did have a instrument rating that I'd just gotten in Monterey, and so I think I used it. I can't remember quite. I could probably look at my logbook and see how much instrument time, but I think it was maybe an instrument approach, some low clouds. I was going to put in some clouds here. Let's do that. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. Well, then I can't see the shoreline. So we'll just look for a minute at the clouds.
Cessna 1 Sierra, Mike, you are 29er miles northwest.
We'll go ahead and
maintain
make it clear so you can see
visual runway
the coastline clearly. There we go. So that's right there is
climb and maintain
Orlando.
4,100 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway.
And the runway is right over here. Here's Northeast Florida Regional. So we may have landed there. There's a little airport. I would say we landed right there.
Heavy is passing flight level tree 80, descending flight level tree 30. Air Canada 7260
And let's see, we're going,
continue to Bluffy.
we don't have the speed limitation anymore, and we're kicking along at, coming right up on 400 knots. So I think we just hit Sabag, SEBAG intersection.
Jacksonville Center, Daughter November 782 Delta Lima is at flight level 220, descending 11,000 feet. Daughter November 782 Delta Lima, Jacksonville Center, radar contact, continue. Daughter 2 Delta Lima contact, Jacksonville Center on 126.75. Good day. Daughter 2 Delta Lima. Goodbye. Delta Tree 118 heavy traffic is 11 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 230 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Flagler was a guy who was a developer in Florida. I forget how he made his money in the Northeast.
Heavy, have the traffic.
And possibly railroading. And he went down and did did developments even down on the Florida Keys. He did some development down there.
Daytona approach on 125.8. Good day.
I see the name here, Flagler Executive. Possibly this was his first development, but he had to do with
Jacksonville Center, United
connecting
2119er Heavy is passing flight
the
level
Seabird. It
tree
had
20
something to do with the
climbing
Seabird
level 30.
rail
United
system.
2119er Heavy Jacksonville Center
And he
radar
was
contact
a
continue.
developer. So connecting the trains up would get the future customers for his
125.8
developments.
Cessna 1 Sierra Mike. Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't know whether we're to Orlando yet. Yeah, I don't think so. So we're still kicking along here. So I know we want to get see Daytona, Ormond Beach. There's Ormond Beach and then Daytona. And it's after Daytona that we hit Orlando. I was a little early on Orlando. That was probably St. Augustine is what we were going by up there when I was saying Orlando. And let's see, we're clocking along.
Is 3 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 40 Airbus A20N.
Clocking along at 4, here we can look right down here at 430 knots, true airspeed.
United 2119er Heavy have the traffic.
Now we're coming up on Daytona. And we should see here the airport. Let's see if that's Daytona. Yeah, that's Daytona International. And then the track is right there at the airport, which I didn't know. And now I'm starting to figure out that they raced along the beach. They went counterclockwise, and so I think they raced down this road and then came north on the beach. I'm not sure exactly how they did that, but they were making left turns, so they were going counterclockwise. Yeah, and I remember a road, so it could have been the old Highway 1 right there. Having these little pins show up, it helps me figure out just where we are. You can, some of the things that help out, of course, are like airports. Looking here at the airport and seeing a track next to it, and you say, well, that's got to be Daytona Beach. There's not a lot of airports that have a track. There's a lot of airports that are tracks. Old World War II airports. Let's see what this is. Spruce Creek. Never heard of Spruce Creek. New Samira Beach. I may have heard of that. Flying 4. No, none of those do I recognize. Massey Ranch. Don't recognize that. Anyway, this Florida coast is really something. And then they call these inlets. This is all the inland waterways. So people heading north and south in their personal boats, yachts, and sailboats with motors.
Romeo, contact approach on 124.8. Good day.
They use that in the winter time when the ocean is choppy.
124.8 Cessna 1 Echo Romeo.
So we can look at the chart here. See how we're doing on the chart. We have our aircraft right there in the center. That next intersection is, let's see what it is here. Yeah, Samira, for that new Samira beach. Then I want to point out Vero Beach when we go by, because that's where Piper, they had a flood in Lock Haven, and so the new Cherokee line back in the 60s, they moved that to a new factory in Vero Beach. And I picked up we call it 180 Cherokee, which became the got to think of it. They didn't like the Indian names, so they started naming the aircraft. I don't know whether I'll come up with the name of the Cherokee. That it was a PA 28180, had 180 horsepower. Most of my instructing was in the PA 28140. So it was a D-rated 150 horse, 4-cylinder, Lycoming. Okay, now we're possibly seeing Cape Canaveral. This may be the runway down there. Not coming in yet.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway, tree 5, right approach via cruise transition. Cleared to cruise.
That looks like where the shuttle.
2119er, heavy traffic alert. 6 o'clock, less than 1 mile flight
The
level.
shuttle
tree,
landed
40
down there.
Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Cessna 7 Bravo, Charlie, contact Miami Center on 124.1. Good day. United 2119er, heavy Airbus A20N in sight. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect ILS runway, tree 5 right approach via cruise transition. Cleared to cruise Airbus 82 tree. Airbus 82 tree, contact Orlando approach on 120.15. Good day.
124.1 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye. Miami Center Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, flight level 210.
Delta Tree 118 heavy contact.
See, NASA shuttle landing facility.
134.0.
Right there.
Good day. Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, Miami Center radar contact. Continue to Mallet.
Okay.
134.0 Delta Tree 118 heavy. Goodbye.
And then this is the main shuttle landing area right over there. And then
Miami
all
Center Frontier
the
Flight 1824 heavy is at 6,100 feet, climbing 15,000 feet.
all the launch
Frontier Flight
pads.
1824 heavy, Miami Center altimeter 29.902 radar contact. Continue.
All the launch pads were out of luck there. Let's see what this says down here. Space Coast Regional. Huh. Treasure Lagoon. Never heard of Treasure Lagoon.
Miami Center
Sounds
Air Canada
interesting.
7260 heavy is passing flight level tree 80, descending flight level tree 30.
So
Air
now we
Canada
gotta
7260
watch for
Miami
Vero
Center
Beach,
radar
which is
contact.
right down
Continue to
here.
Boise.
And we'll probably go right over the Vero Beach Airport. There's a little traffic right there. Taking off. See if we see that on our yeah, we
Miami Center Delta Tree
don't see any
118 heavy
traffic
is
there.
passing 13,700 feet, climbing 14,000 feet. Delta Tree 118 heavy, Miami Center altimeter 29.902 radar contact.
So we'll
Continue
watch
to
for
Bethel.
Vero Beach, and we'll see it. We'll see it right here in this chart.
Miami Center JetBlue 1438 heavy is at 5,700 feet, climbing 9,400 feet. JetBlue 1438 heavy, Miami Center altimeter 29.902 radar contact. Continue.
This may be it right there. Right unders. I don't think so, not yet. Merritt Island. Yeah, not right along in here is Vero Beach at the airport. Merritt Island, Rockledge, Cusick, Patrick, maybe that's it right down there.
Miami Center United 2119er Heavy is passing flight level tree 20, climbing flight level tree 30.
Anyway, I did fly the
United 2119er Heavy Miami Center radar contact continue.
Cherokee.
Delta tree 118
carried
Heavy,
it.
you are tree 9er miles north. Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 9er right approach via 5-op transition. Cleared to 5-op.
With Daryl Blomberg. There's Vero Beach right there.
6 o'clock 3 miles at flight level
There's
tree
Vero
40
Beach. So
Airbus
it's down a little further.
Report them in sight.
You'd think with all this interesting
Airbus
coastline I could stay in Melbourne. Yeah, Melbourne comes before Vero Beach. Okay, we located that. So this is going to be Vero right down there. And we're still...
Climb and maintain 14,000
There's
feet. Expect
there's
ILS
Melbourne.
runway 9er right approach via 5-op transition. Cleared to 5-op Delta tree 118 Heavy.
Archer, that's what they called it. The Cherokee 180 became
15 Airbus 000. Goodbye.
became the Piper Archer, four-seater.
United 2119er Heavy, happy Airbus A20N in sight.
He got along about
Miami Center Airbus Victor Oscar
140
Charlie
knots.
4000, 7,700 feet.
35 knots, something like that. Back then we went by
Air
miles per
Canada
hour.
7260 heavy traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 360 Airbus A20N.
Okay,
Report them in sight.
I found where I am again. So we'll see. I'll just guess it where the actual factory, but it was on the airport.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway tree
We're
5
still
right
clocking
approach via
along
Honda
at
transition. Cleared to Honda
432
Airbus
knots
000.
down here in the left corner. True airspeed. We're indicating 321.
Delta tree 118 heavy, have the traffic.
They're going to start bringing us down here. And I'm going to cancel. They don't. I can't lock on to the approach, so I'll cancel my IFR and go in VFR. And you can see it becomes more congested as we get down to Palm Beach and Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. So this is probably Floridians think of this as the greater Miami. Miami built out to, or it just filled in. Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. And Miami is way on down. Anyway, there at Jupiter. Well, Stuart, let's see if we spot.
05 Spirit Wings, tree 64 tree heavy. Goodbye.
Not yet. But my cousin has passed away, but he
Cessna
lived.
7 Bravo Charlie, contact Miami Center on 132.25. Good day.
Going to 132.25 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
He lived at Sailfish Point. We're going to go by Sailfish Point here. That was a beautiful
Miami Center
subdivision.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie,
Right
flight
by
level 210.
Stewart, Florida.
Allegiant 1887 Heavy, contact Miami Center on 124.1. Good day. Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie, Miami Center radar contact. Continue to Reezy.
Okay.
124.1 Allegiant 1887 Heavy.
There's Vero Beach. Okay, we're going to see Vero Beach. I didn't remember that it was out that close to the ocean. And we go right over it. So his brother lived at a winter quarters in Vero Beach, and he's my sister's age. He's 91 years old. I think they sold the place in Vero Beach.
Air Canada 7260 Heavy, Miami Center radar contact. Continue to Bluffy.
So Darrell, he was with Alaska Transportation, the distributor, and he was with in Long Beach.
And maintain 7,000 feet.
Okay. And we got to acknowledge that.
Miami Center Frontier Flight 1824 Heavy is passing flight level 200, climbing flight level 270. Frontier Flight 1824 Heavy, Miami Center radar contact. Continue.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Airbus Tree 901 contact Palm Beach approach on 128.3. Good day.
Okay, that ought to take us down. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we're losing altitude.
Going to 128.3 Airbus Tree 901.
So we'll look back quickly at Vero Beach. I lost it. I guess we're right over it. There we are. So looking down, I think this is probably the factory right there. The Piper factory for the Cherokees, and I don't know what else they build there today. Anyway, now we'll get back here. Now I've made you all dizzy. And then south of here we'll run into Jupiter, and we'll see. Yeah, it'll be right down in here is where the Sailfish Point is at Jupiter. No, excuse me. It'll be at Stewart, Florida. Jupiter is just north of West Palm Beach.
Miami Center
So we're
United
down to
2119
15,000.
is at flight level tree 40, descending flight level tree 30. United 2119 Heavy, Miami Center radar contact. Continue.
And again, we're going to cancel because it gets kind of involved down here. We'll go in VFR. We'll land out runway 10, I believe, out toward the ocean, eastbound. We can enter a left downwind. We'll see what happens. So an old friend of mine is going to be moving to Florida, and her kids they're going to be living in Jupiter Hills. We'll see if we can point that out. That's just north of West Palm Beach. So we're heading for 7,000.
Miami Center Air Canada 1204 Heavy is at flight
You can
level
see the
310,
auto
descending
throttle
flight level 300.
is backed off to
Air Canada
idle.
1204 Heavy Miami Center radar contact. Continue to Bluffy.
We're going to turn off the auto throttle here. We're going to cancel. But we'll let them get us down a little bit lower. We'll get within about 10 miles of Fort Lauderdale. West Palm Beach. There, they're starting to level off. We're leveling off. And I'm looking at my maps and looking out to the west. You can't see it out there. I mean, to the east is Grand Bahama, and I don't know whether that's going to be. I think Nassau is down a little bit more. Grand Bahama is the closest. Now we'll stay under 250, and here's the causeway going out. You have to go out, and then you head south, maybe another causeway along the beach, and right in there is Sailfish Point, and then not far from there is going to be I think the Jupiter Hills Golf Course. So we'll get a good look at Sailfish Point. They had a yacht club, a golf club. They were really fancy. There's a little airplane right in there going into Whittam Field.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, contact Palm Beach approach on 125.2. Good day.
125.2 Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye.
Yeah, there's
Miami Center Pacific Singtree 21 is at 1,900 feet, climbing 3,000.
it's all Sailfish Point right there,
Pacific Singtree
right
21
under
Miami
us.
Center altimeter 29.
And their condo is right out here at the inlet. And the clubhouse is over in here. Really fancy. We had lunch there with my daughter and my cousin and his wife.
Palm Beach approach Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie 7,000 feet.
And then
Cessna 527
Jupiter,
Bravo Charlie Palm Beach approach altimeter
Jupiter
29
Hills
decimal
maybe
meter, 2 radar
comes right
contact,
along
continue
in
to
there.
Racing. United Tree 2 Heavy, you are 20
Real quick
miles northeast.
right in here.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect Arnav Zulu runway 10 left approach via SANZZ transition. Cleared to SANZZ.
So I'm going to go ahead and switch over because
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect Arnav
because
Zulu runway 10
where are
left
we?
approach
We're
via
at 7,000.
SANZZ
We'll drop down to
transition.
5.
SANZZ United Tree 2 Heavy. Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, you are 27 miles north. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect Arnav Zulu runway 10 left approach via SANZZ transition. Cleared to SANZZ.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes here.
Keep speed not above 210 knots.
I'm
Expect
sure
Arnav
they're
Zulu
gonna
runway 10
run
left
us
approach via
around.
SANZZ transition. Cleared to SANZZ Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Yeah, we're real close to Jupiter. This could be Jupiter Hills, or Jupiter Hills could be right down in here. North Palm Beach.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
There we go.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Here comes our auto throttle off. Yeah, I don't think we're going out to this airport. I think we're closer to the ocean. Closer to the ocean. So we'll look at the.
Cessna 4 Delta Romeo, you are 18 miles west.
So I'm going to
Climb
cancel.
and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect RNAV Zulu runway
I don't.
10 left approach
If they're
via
going to make it a
transition.
simple approach,
Clear to
I
go.
don't think they will. I'm not going to take a chance. Heck with it.
Palm Beach approach Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie. Cancel IFR at this time.
Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach via Gullo transition. Clear to Gullo Cessna 4 Delta Romeo. United Tree 2 heavy traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at 4,000 feet Cessna C700. Report them in sight. United Tree 2 heavy have the Cessna C700 in sight.
So let's see here.
Traffic, 11 o'clock. High, 1 mile.
So we're going to
United
start
Tree
slowing
2 heavy
down.
descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
And Palm Beach County
Descend
Park.
and maintain 3,000 feet. United Tree 2 heavy.
I think that's the one we want.
United Tree 2 heavy
Okay.
descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
This will do it. This is what I need right here.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. United Tree 2 heavy.
PBI. PBI. Here.
Clear to land runway 10 left number 2 FlexJet 539er. Airbus 1 Whiskey Foxtrot number 3 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm caution, the Airbus A20N landing runway 10 left. Clear to land runway 10 right.
Palm Beach Tower Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie 2 miles north 5,000 feet to land.
Cessna 527 Bravo, Charlie Palm Beach Tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er, 2 wind calm make left base runway 10 left.
Wow.
Clear to land runway 10 right number 3 Airbus 1 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Enter left base runway 10 left Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Cessna 7 Bravo, Charlie number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm caution, the Cessna Skyhawk landing runway 10 right. Cleared to land runway 10 left. Palm Beach Tower United Tree 2 Heavy 8 miles west inbound RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach. United Tree 2 Heavy Palm Beach Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er, 2 wind calm cleared RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync
Cleared
rate.
RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach. United Tree 2 Heavy. Delta 25 Tree 5 Heavy number tree for landing. Follow the Airbus A20N on final. Wind calm caution, the Cessna Skyhawk landing runway 10 left. Cleared to land runway 10 right. United Tree 2 Heavy number tree for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind calm caution, the Cessna Skyhawk landing runway 10 right. Cleared to land runway 10 left.
Sync
Cleared to land runway 10 right number tree Delta 25 Tree 5 Heavy.
Sync rate.
Cleared to land runway 10 left number tree United Tree 2 Heavy. Palm Beach Tower Cessna November 60 for Delta Romeo 15 miles west inbound RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach. Cessna November 60 for Delta Romeo Palm Beach Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er, 2 wind calm cleared RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach, Cessna 4 Delta Romeo. Cessna 7 Bravo, Charlie exit runway when able. Cessna 7 Bravo, Charlie contact ground on 121.9er.
I'll go over to the Piper. Oh, the Piper in here.
.9er Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye.
Palm Beach Tower Cessna Whiskey.
Palm Beach ground Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie taxi to parking.
Cessna 527 Bravo Charlie taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Golf cross runway tree 2 Hotel Juliet. Palm Beach ground Cessna November 729er Golf Bravo requesting pushback. Cessna November 729er Golf Bravo pushback request accepted. Cessna 702 hold position caution the departing Cessna Skyhawk. Hold position Cessna 702. Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie, did you copy?
Yep.
Palm Beach ground Cessna November 729er Golf Bravo requesting the end of pushback. Cessna November 729er Golf Bravo request to end pushback received.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Golf Cross runway Tree 2 Hotel Juliet Cessna 7 Bravo Charlie.
Now we can shut her down. A busy airport.
Palm Beach ground Cessna November 729er Golf Bravo ready to taxi IFR. Cessna November 729er Golf Bravo taxi to and hold short of runway 10 left using taxiway Mike Echo Bravo, cross runway 10 left Bravo. Contact tower on 118.75 when ready.
Wow, they just really, really busy. We'll look back here at the airport. There's a terminal over right over there. Busy, 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 busy. Okay, that's your flight down the coast of Florida, and we've covered Miami South to Key West. Although I did my sonar training in Key West, Florida. I was there for 6 months. I really thought I was eating ice cream and having a great time in the Navy. Here I'm a high school dropout, and I loved going to school. They didn't have any homework. I didn't like homework, I think, is what my problem was. Anyways, it's fun to be flying around. I don't have to fill this thing up. I have it on full. Where's the fuel here? Let's see what my fuel should see. Everything just stays right there on at medium fuel. Here, I didn't know that this got up to 40,000 pounds. I don't recall ever flying anything over 12,000 pounds. Always flew something under 12,000 pounds. When I had the mail run, that was about 11,000 pounds. And I carried, my payload was 2,000 pounds of mail on the de Havilland Dove. Okay, that's all I know. You all take care. Thanks for riding along. Bye-bye.